I don't have enough time to grow my business. Scaling means more stress, more work, less time for my family. I've tried this before and nothing worked. Why this time it will be different, my friend? Why? Now, what if I told you that there's a way to break past 20,000 per month without working more hours or sacrificing your family time? This is not another generic business program. This is not about grinding harder or chasing shiny objects. This, my friend, is something that is brand new, something that no one else is doing for dadpreneurs. A dadpreneur is a father who runs his own business while also being a parent. Some dads are already ahead of the game, where together with their wives, they co-own and run a business together. Co-preneurs. All of them are welcome, here at Dadpuzzles S.C.A.L.E Mastery Framework. However, this video will be addressing dadpreneurs. Now, what I'm about to show you is unlike anything you have ever seen before. I am just like Mr. President Donald Trump, bold, relentless, and maybe, okay, I'll stop there. So like him, I take risks, I build, I bet on myself, and just like his wife, the First Lady Melania Trump, I have crossed the Atlantic in pursuit of the American dream, not just for me, but for my family. But long before that, long before I took the risk, all these risks that I'm mentioning, there was one man that shaped me, my late father, Dr. Afihini Suleiman Ijani, a brilliant plant pathologist. We know a pathologist is a specialist that studies the diseases, but in this case, he was studying plants, the diseases of the plants. So he watched me grind. He saw me working really hard. I spent endless hours in the tourism industry after finishing advanced level education in Tanzania, where is a British system. And so after high school, which is the advanced level there, you join, whether it's medical school or any other program from there. So I was admitted to a medical school from the advanced level. So at the same time, after being admitted to the medical school, I chose to apply to America. And during the application season, it was kind of last moments, so I had to really make sure that I go to the embassy from my town, which is in a completely different town, and dead of the night I have to do this because you're running against time. And at night there's no buses. The system's there. You either take buses or you drive yourself if you have a car. And I didn't have both options, so I had to take lorries, those big trucks that are traveling between states. So I took that overnight, and everything worked out, and I made the college deadlines in the United States. I had no safety net, so I was raising funds, knocking on doors, chasing every opportunity I could find. And my father, he believed in me. He connected me with his beloved friends, and some of them stepped up to help. Then one day, after seeing me doing all these things, he looked at me in the eye and said, "Suleiman, I am proud of you, and I promise you, risk takers are always successful." Man, that moment changed me. It cemented something inside me. The belief that the only way forward is to bet on yourself, to take that leap, to go all in. And so I did. I left Muhimbili University, which is one of the Tanzania's most elite medical schools, and I moved to a new country, United States, with only $1,000 in my pocket. I left stability behind, and I was able to graduate from Bowling Green State, and later on went to Cayman Island to pursue medicine. And let me be clear, this journey was not easy. I worked every job imaginable to pay for my education. I was a cook, I washed dishes, I demolished houses, I cut grasses, I did home care for my professor's home. for my professor's mother who was suffering from Alzheimer to ensure that she took her medications. Brother, I had no weekends. I worked, I studied, and I paid every single dollar of my undergrad myself. Fast forward, I have trained doctors across America, from East Coast all the way to West Coast, on medical quality, case management, documentation, and coding. And I built my career from scratch. No handouts, no DEI quotas, just sheer grit, resilience, and the power of mentorship, which I now champion pretty much. I love mentorship. Mentorship is very critical. If I did have a mentor, my journey could have been different. But I'm grateful for every experience that I went through. But mentoring people is something that is very crucial, and we take it seriously here at Dad Puzzles. And I look forward to dwell into that with you down the road. My life didn't just test me professionally, my friend. I'm a battle-tested husband. I represent 50% of married men in America. My friend, if you do not know this stat, you have to DM me, and I have to definitely give it, we have to have a talk, okay? And now I'm back at it with the better stats. Through it all, I've always believed in one thing: sustainable wellness. That is why I have dedicated my life to lifestyle medicine, inspired by giants like Andrew Huberman, Peter Attia, Gary Brecker, Brian Johnson, and Nicole Pereira, just to name a few. Heck, I even wrote a book on it, a no-fad approach to sustainable fitness, radiant health, and mental well-being. Because I don't believe in quick fixes. I believe in science-backed lifelong transformation. And there is one thing that I'm more proud above all: my kids, my friend, my amazing kids. They are my greatest inspiration. They have been my greatest lessons in life. They have seen their father rise, fall, rebuild, reinvent himself over and over again. And when I think about them, I realize this is why I do what I do. This is why I refuse to settle. This is why I've created Dadpuzzles S.C.A.L.E Mastery. Because I've realized that without the financial freedom, everything else, wellness, parenting, relationships, doesn't mean much. That's why I've created this program, because I want to help dads build businesses that give them the financial independence to actually be present for their families. I don't just talk about success, I have lived it, built it, and now I want to show you how you can do it. Are you ready to take the leap, my friend? If you're ready, listen further. So imagine this: your first or your next $20,000 per month without the stress, your business running smoothly, clients, they're coming to you, and your income is predictable. You know exactly what's coming in every month, and sometimes actually more surprises of more clients because of how well the system is. It runs itself, and my friend, you have the consistent income is amazing. And you have time now, your family, your health, your passions, they all fit in your life. This is Dadpuzzles S.C.A.L.E Mastery, because what I'm about to show you has never been done like this before. Consider this: 72% of entrepreneurs, they're impacted by a mental health condition. 42% of business owners, they've experienced burnout in the past month. 34.4% of entrepreneurs experience burnout. Now, imagine all this data, my friend. The consequences of not embracing what I'm sharing with you about Dadpuzzles S.C.A.L.E Mastery, it means, let me rephrase that. The consequences of not embracing this new opportunity are clear. Means you're going to have continued burnout and declining mental health, unpredictable income leading to financial stress, missing out on precious family moments. But by joining Dadpuzzles S.C.A.L.E Mastery project now, you can achieve the financial freedom with predictable, scalable income. You can reclaim your time and focus on what truly matters. Join a community of like-minded dadpreneurs supporting each other's success. Now, you might wonder why I'm stuck. Why are you stuck? Like all this time you've been doing this, you've been doing that, but you're stuck. There's no growth or there's no changes. The reason is the reason you haven't hit that consistent high revenue months yet isn't because you're not working hard enough. It's because you're using old, outdated methods that don't work anymore. Sorry to tell you, the most successful entrepreneurs don't hustle more, they use leverage. And that's exactly what I'm going to show you today. I'm going to introduce you to a system that makes scaling easy, predictable, and fast. Now, this is going to be the only program that you have seen out there because here at Dadpuzzles, the Scale Mastery Framework we have, is a new system and is a proven system because I have folks in my group that we're seeing the results on a daily basis. Dadpreneurs, we help them to scale predictably and, like the business while working less and earning more. This is the only framework designed to specifically help dadpreneurs. Here is why this is different. This is why, here is why this is different from anything you have ever seen before. The SCALE framework. Smart systems and automation. A system that runs itself. Client-centric offers. High-ticket scalable offers that clients want to buy. Authority positioning, where clients come to you, not the other way around. Leverage and scaling, where you remove yourself from the day-to-day operations. Execution and accountability, you take action and see results fast. So if you have tried and failed before, it's because you haven't tried this particular program. This is the fastest, easiest way to scale without sacrificing your life. Now, we're going to talk about, you have tried to do this alone, but this has to end today. You have to join a group, my friend, because it is said that if you can do it alone, you can go fast, but if you do it with a group, you can go far. So Dadpuzzle Scale Mastery is not just a course or a program, it's a movement. You get immediate access to private, high-level networking of winning dadpreneurs. You need guidance? Get answers in minutes. Feeling stuck? Get real-time coaching from those ahead of you. You want to celebrate wins? You'll be surrounded by people who get it. You will never have to figure this out alone. This is the lowest risk, highest reward move that you can make. My friend, you have to make that move. The action is important. Now, this is definitely not a maybe it will work system. It is a predictable process. Here is exactly what you will achieve inside Dadpuzzle Scale Mastery. So your first, as I mentioned, your first or your next 20,000 per month, a business that runs itself without constant stress, clients who come to you ready to buy, more time, more freedom, more control of your future, over your future, my friend. So if you follow this system, the results are inevitable. Now, this works for any dadpreneur, by the way, who is ready to follow a proven roadmap. And at this point, you have two choices, my friend. You either keep doing what you're doing, fine. You'll keep, staying stuck, spinning your wheels, and watching others win while you struggle. Or you can make a smart choice and join Dadpuzzle Scale Mastery and finally scale in a way that is fast, easy, and predictable. Which path do you choose, my friend? Just go ahead and click the link below and apply to join the Scale Mastery project now. And the spots are limited. We only accept a select few dadpreneurs each month. So make sure you get on it fast before the spots are filled. You might have to wait for the next month because we have to work with only a certain number every month, not pushing yourself above. And we want to make sure that you do get the results. Thank you. I'll see you on the other side.